Yo, 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 what's going on? It's your boy Sebastian Ryder, and you tapped into another episode of Cut Different TV. And before I introduce you to our guest today, hailing all the way from Lakeland, Florida, up here on a press run, and happened to grace the Cut Different TV stage, make sure you hit that big red button that says subscribe under whatever screen you watching this on. And hopefully it's a TV, because they tapped in with Cut Different TV. You know what I'm saying? We got 92 Legend
What
in
it
the
do,
building.
what it do, what it do.
What's happening with you, man? Welcome to Brooklyn.
Listen, man, I'm fucking with the vibes, fucking with the energy, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, out here enjoying myself, trying to at least.
They got a dose of the traffic today.
Yeah, that shit was disgusting.
Bro, it's ridiculous. You can't even move.
Yeah, I ain't never been in nothing like that, I'm be honest with you.
Yeah, but coming from Florida, obviously there's differences. Like it's freezing cold outside right now. In Florida, it's probably a little warmer. What is the difference in culture and vibe that you've experienced being up here?
The biggest difference coming from Florida is like personal space. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't really believe in that up here at all. You know what I'm saying? And also, it's a lot more aggressive up here. Florida more laid back, chill. You know what I'm saying? We more like relaxed. Up here, people are a little more aggressive, but it's not taken as aggression. You know what I'm saying? Now just how people is. You know what I'm saying? I respect it though.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't think y'all don't get y'all toes stepped on up here. And I like that. I like that.
Facts. Yeah, it's like an assertive element.
Facts.
You know
That's
what
what
I'm
it is. More assertive than aggressive.
Like people don't waste words.
Nah.
Yeah.
People don't waste shit. No,
Yeah.
not movement, not words, like at all.
Facts.
It's
And
different.
speaking of not wasting shit, man, I mean, one of the biggest things that you've done throughout your career is not wasting any opportunity to learn an element of your craft that can help you develop and grow as an artist. And one of the big things that we want to talk about today is what sets you apart while everybody's investing in all these other different things because they think that that's what's needed in order for them to be an artist and build their career. You decided that you wanted to take the route of controlling production and having full control over how you're represented from a visual standpoint and an audio standpoint. Love to hear your perspective on that.
I think the biggest thing is in this game is storytelling. That's the piece of the puzzle that most artists, creators are missing. You always got to give your viewer, your listener, something that they can benefit from, whether they learn from it, whether it's education, whether it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's real big that you're always giving as much as you're expecting to take. You know what I'm saying? The views and the followers and all that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But what are you doing to make them follow? What are you doing to make them listen? What are you doing? What are you offering? You get what I'm saying? And me, I'm being a huge Drake fan. That Take Care album, it resonated with my soul, right? And I always wondered why. But it's because I was there at that moment in time in life. And he was almost as if he was telling my story while he was telling his. You know what I'm saying? So when I got into the music, like you said, I wanted to go into the production side. You hear what I'm saying, but when you hear it, you're going to take it how you take it. But I can show you better than I can tell you. You get what I'm saying? Right. So now it becomes, and that's the beauty of content. I don't have to wait for a music video to explain it to you. You know what I'm saying? I just got to put the camera on the tripod, and I can tell you right now what I meant by these lyrics. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what the game changer was. I was one of the, I ain't gonna say one of the, I was the first artist to use content to tell the story. I'm not making this content for you to dance. I'm not making this content. I'm making this content to paint a picture. Maybe you relate, maybe you don't. You get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you at least an opportunity to see what I can offer. You know what I'm saying? Through content.
Fire. And so a lot of, they say music decorates the time. You feel me? And one thing that you said that was interesting was like, if you listen to my song, you might feel however you're going to feel based on the situation that you're in. But if you can paint the picture for them, then not only are you decorating the time, but you're giving them an aesthetic and the vibe to, you know what I'm saying? Painting the picture of where you should listen to this video at.
Exactly.
And so my question for you is like, if I'm an up-and-coming artist or whoever's watching this right now, and I got my homeboy, he does videos. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. You feel me? I'm an artist. I'm really good at music. Why not just let him do everything, take full control over the content, and I just do what I do? Like, why should I get more involved in that?
I think the biggest thing is you can better understand, even on the music creation side, you can better understand where you're coming from as an artist if you understand what the videographer has to do to bring your artistry to life.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like we was talking about earlier, lighting. You get what I'm saying? That plays a huge role. But maybe when I'm making the song and I'm thinking about these things and I'm picturing how I want you to see this, maybe now lighting pops into my head. You know what I'm saying? Maybe now I better understand, okay, well, we're making a treatment. You know what I'm feeling? And for the people out there, treatment is your script for your music video. Mm-hmm. When you're making a treatment, it flows a lot smoother when you can understand what the videographer has planned for your music video.
Facts.
I'm not real big on running guns. I know a lot of people like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've done, my share of running guns, and I still will. Mm-hmm. But when you have a videographer, and that makes a real treatment, and they're actually telling your story of what you're talking about in this song, it makes it so much of a smoother process as an artist if you understand it, because then you're not so uneasy about it. You can embrace it more and be more in the moment, as you say, and I can help him with my actions really put this thing together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because I've always been a firm believer in, if the music video's a hit and the song's a hit, now you have a mega. You have something bigger than life on your hands, which I've been blessed to be able to do a couple times.
Just wanted to take a quick second to shout out one of our partners, Upstream.io. If you're looking for a tool or a platform that allows you to streamline your customer relationship management, no matter what business you're in, whether you want to manage leads, you want to manage clients that you already have, if you want to have a website that allows you to streamline all of your offerings and showcase who you are as a brand or business, look no further. And if you're looking to streamline all of your content scheduling and you don't want to use 5-6 different platforms to make sure that you're getting content out on time, look no further. Upstream.io, and it's certified cut different. Now back to the interview. That's fire. And so because you are so content focused, right, and you've leveraged content masterfully to build your audience and grow as an artist, when you're creating now, and you create at the crib, but you got another studio, and we'll talk about that. Mm-hmm. When you're creating a song, are you thinking, like, prior to laying down any vocals or doing anything sonically, are you like, okay, what's the visual, what story am I trying to tell visually, and then build around it? Or is it still music first, creative second?
For me, it's still music first. And the reason it is simply because the music has to come from an authentic place. You know what I'm saying? So it's really wherever I'm at in life right now. That's the first thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Am I dealing with heartbreak? Am I in love? Am I struggling? Am I on top of the world? So that's always gonna come first, because the words aren't forced. It's nothing. It's not subject matter. It's my life. You know what I'm saying? So then, cool. You get the words. You put the words down, and then as the words are coming out, then my brain instantly turns on to, okay, what's the content? What's the part that the people are going to be able to feel and understand? What part is going to get their attention? You know what I'm saying? Because the game of content is very short. You're talking about, I might have your attention for 7 seconds, 15 at the max. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, cool. While I'm laying these words down, what part am I catching my friends mouthing in the corner? What part is getting stuck in your head? What part am I singing out loud the most over the other parts? Okay, cool. And how do I get what I'm picturing to you?
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you explaining that. From a creative process standpoint, one thing that is big and something that you have talked about since you've been here, and that I've heard before you say, relatability. Mm-hmm. And that being pretty much the secret formula for success on social media while growing as an artist. So you mentioned the music being authentic. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Are you writing? Are you punching in? Are you just letting it flow based on maybe, you're speaking from personal experience? How much of it is storytelling based on what others are going to relate to, and how much of it is stuff that you go through on your own?
So I'll say it's probably I'd probably say 80-20, 80 what I'm going through, 20 what I'm picking up from others. And I think the biggest thing is for me is, especially like in the relatability market, or in that hub of it, is like, I know I feel it, but how do you feel it? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've had my heart broke, but the way my heart got broke ain't the same way your heart got broke. You know what I'm saying? So it's still a certain level of, I wouldn't say dumbing it down, but making it digestible. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So that it can kind of fit where we need it to. You know what I'm saying, for that current moment. Because my thing is, my music is relatable because I want my music to heal. I think my biggest problem in life was feeling like I was going through things by myself, or if nobody understood me. You know what I'm saying? So making those heartbreak songs and making different songs like that, or women empowerment music, which I'm really big on, just lets those people know, I hear you, I see you, I validate you, what you're going through, I've been there too. You know what I'm saying? I still won, I still made it, so you can too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here now and I'm winning, but I'm still going through the shit. So don't think that it all goes away either. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing, is I feel like through the relatability of music, you can stop people from feeling so isolated. You get what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, because then it's like you could be by yourself walking down the street or catching the train if you're in New York, but you got somebody in your ears that's saying a bunch of shit that you relate to. It makes you feel like you're not alone. It makes you feel like, and I've been in the relatability shit, this is completely random and it might not go anywhere, but I've been seeing a lot of like tweets and threads of just like random ass like experiences that we'll have as human beings, and it's like, yo, hold on, you went through that too, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you would never think it's the most random shit.
Yeah.
Like,
it definitely be like that. I can't. It's a couple posts you'll be like, damn, we all had the same childhood. Like,
exactly,
this
literally,
is
you know
nuts.
exactly what I'm talking about.
For sure.
So you mentioned, to get back on the content and also diving a little deeper into the music too, like you mentioned off air that you've been doing the content now heavy for like 5 years, which lines up with like TikTok and everything starting to blow up, short form content, which you excel in. Prior to that, right? This is kind of like a two-parted question. What was 92 Legend like before the content? And once you started to pick it up, I guess, like, what was the light bulb that went off where you were like, all right, I need to own my process if I need to get where I need to get?
So on part one, it was crazy. You ain't gonna believe this. 92 Legend, before 5 years ago when we started making content, was not a musician. I was not in the studio. I didn't have no hopes of being an artist. None of this shit existed. I was a promoter. You feel me? I owned a hookah lounge with my best friend at the time, and my job was just getting the people in, and I was just really good at it. And I was good at using social media to spread the word. But yeah, 5 years ago, I was not even remotely close to what I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how life works. I'm 32 now, so it's 27. I didn't know what my purpose was in life till I was 27.
Damn, I'm 27 right now.
You killing it. You feel what I'm saying? I kudos to you for sure.
Appreciate it, bro.
You feel me? Got to give you your flowers, because this is impressive. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But like, and then like on the second part, what's the second part?
The second part was what was the light bulb? Well, I guess.
Oh, the moment. So I think that COVID, bro. It was COVID. I think now it was COVID for a lot of people, because the name of the game is consistency, right? COVID stopped the whole world from moving. Everybody was able to just for a moment relax and not worry about going to work and how they were going to pay bills. Like, especially in America, it was just a moment of like zen. You know what I'm saying? Like the eye of the storm almost. Like, and for me, it was like, this is the moment that if I was ever going to do something with my life, now's the time. I don't got to give 40 hours to Spectrum. You know what I'm saying? I can give 40 hours to me.
Type shit.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't got to do overtime for them. I can do overtime for me. And me, I'm one of those people, when I get a job, I want to be the best. Yeah, every job I worked at, I worked my way up the system, right? My first year at Spectrum, I'm the #1 salesman. You know what I'm saying? In my state. So it's like, okay, what if I'm doing all of this for you and all of this for your company? What if I did it for myself? You get what I'm saying? And that's when that light bulb goes. I was like, okay, I'm selling $1 million worth of your product. I think I'd rather just sell $1 million to me.
You know, especially if it's just thoughts and message and who you are.
You get what I'm saying? I feel like the bigger part of it was like, it's you. I think the light bulb goes off when you realize I'm special. Everybody else can't do this. I'm looking around at my peers and I'm looking around these other people. I just came in your company and look how I'm selling. It's not what you're doing, it's me.
Yeah.
And that's when it hits. It's like, oh, okay, I control my own destiny.
The X variable, the independent variable.
The independent variable. Once I realized it was my hunger and my determination and my ability to study and just really lock in and go tunnel vision on something, and paired with the fact that my brother, Big Kuza, shout out to him, is a very talented musician himself. He wasn't doing nothing with the music. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing was I wanted to show him, if you just listen to what I'm telling you to do, you can go. You can make it.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? In that process of I told you so, fell in love with this shit.
That's fire.
Shit crazy.
That's fire. I didn't know Big Kuza was your brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was putting out a lot of content over, like, for a period of time. Like, the short form, were you behind that?
Oh, I'm always the cameraman. I'm the
Oh, that's
cameraman.
tough.
I'm the director. I'm the brains. You know what I'm saying?
That's super
He's
dope.
definitely the talent. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the brains behind the camera every time.
I rock with that.
Mm.
That's fire. And so there's so much I have a sales background as well. You know what I'm saying? And same thing. Gotta be a dog. You feel me? Oh, you mean if I do my job well, I'm gonna make more. Like what? You know what I'm saying? So number 2 is never an option.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different directions we could go. Self-belief, confidence, all these things are required. What I want to dive into is, more so you start making music, you fall in love with the process, helping your brother, you opening for Bone Thugs and Harmony, you starting to catch the attention of other people that are already in the industry. Like, tell me about that. Walk me through, like, that first record or that first experience as an artist that really, like, got you sold on it.
That's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bone Thugs and Harmony was crazy. That's probably like top 3 moments in my life. But I think the biggest moment for me is that first TikTok that went viral, man. It was just because at first it was chasing views. I'm not gonna lie to you, just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Views equal followers, right? But then, like, the first song that blew up, the comments were so emotional. You get what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I've been through this. I know exactly where you're coming from. Like, this song is right on time. Like, people were like, it was making a difference. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you read 500 comments of how the music is helping or how the music has touched somebody, and it's just like, damn, I found a way to make an impact.
Mm-hmm.
I found my way to make a difference in this world. That's just it's. I don't even know how to explain that feeling, but I wish everybody could feel that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Feeling like I said, finding your purpose. Like, that moment when it's called Unpaid Debts, I'll never forget it. I posted a post at like 10 o'clock at night, went to sleep, woke up the next day, I had my first video over 100,000 views. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, man, this shit is like you said, self-belief. This shit is possible. Like, if I manifested this. I made this happen. This is me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't by chance. Okay, I'll do it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, bro, that first time that shit went viral, I could just tell my life was about to be different.
Yeah, that's tough. And then we had ISO Kenny on. I don't know if you ever heard of ISO Kenny.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan.
He blew up. He had a similar moment where he posted a record, and I think he had posted it before, but then he dropped this like idea and it went viral. And he woke up the next day and his life was changed.
Mm-hmm.
My question is and God willing, you know what I'm saying, inshallah, right? We have a moment like that, you feel me, where it just goes and things change overnight. From your perspective, what changed really for you, aside from knowing, hey, I did something right?
I'd say, so like for me, my biggest moment so far in my career, I made a post on Instagram, Fed Up. I did a little part of my song. She don't chase, she a trash. She don't beg, she fall back. And it ended up doing like 8 million views. Pushed my song through the roof, pushed my entire catalog through the roof. Everything was going up. That for me was the life-changing moment of being like, one, I'm a math guy. So I know how streams work. I know how much I'm getting paid per stream. I know how all of that shit works. But I also know streams take 2 months to pay out. So I knew what I had on my hands 2 months before I even got the check. You get what I'm saying? So I think the biggest, outside of just like the lifestyle change, my taste changed, designer, first class, you get what I'm saying? Enjoying some of the things, some of the more luxurious things in life. But I think the hardest change is watching the people around you change and how they treat you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I am a firm believer in money didn't change me, but it changed the people around me, how they viewed me. You get what I'm saying? And you instantly go from being part of the problem to the problem solver. And that's just, it's a hard transition.
You hear so many people talk about that transition when you do get that little bit of success, especially in the minority community. It's like there's growing up, right, there's certain ways that we see people that look like us see success. And then when that person does hit it, like, we don't, oh, you can make $1 million through software sales. You can make $1 million selling real estate. We don't really see that until we get older and get in these verticals. But as an artist, being the provider and people not really knowing how it all works, and you've kind of got to have that burden to bear. Yeah. Right? Like, how do you learn to say no? Like, are you good at saying no?
I'm better at saying no. I was not at first. Because I'm a real empathetic person, so I can feel where you come from. I can put myself in your shoes very easily, which also helps with the music, but it becomes a problem on the side of favors. You know what I'm saying? And people asking for things. But yeah, I've gotten a lot better, just kind of understanding at the end of the day, every relationship is give and take, no matter how you want to look at it, right? So you just want to make sure what you're giving is of benefit and what you're receiving is of benefit. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that every relationship is transactional per se, but at the end of the day, if you're realistic with yourself, there's always going to be some level of give and take. It doesn't matter how you look at it.
Economics.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So for me, having survivor's remorse early on and feeling like I made it so everybody else should have too, that was a big struggle for me. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, it's like I now have the means to help you. I want to, because when I didn't have nobody to help me, I wish somebody would. Nobody around us has ever been in this position. So maybe God put me in this position to help everybody. You get what I'm saying? Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay, valid.
So it's like, and then you slowly realize, okay, I have to learn discernment. That's a huge part. You got to start to be able to really tell the difference between your purpose and people who love you. You know what I'm saying? Working with you and people using you. And it's so hard to tell the difference.
Everybody got an idea for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Once they see you could do something, now they like, oh, well, I got this idea.
Yeah, a lot of ideas.
Everybody got ideas, but what's the action plan?
Yeah, and then and this beautiful thing when people watch you make it like me, it also makes them believe in themselves.
Yes,
you get what I'm saying. But it also has a opposite effect, because then you wonder why it's not working for you like it was for me. You get what I'm saying? So it's just learn to tell people no. Also having to like shut down the phone, you know what I'm saying, D&D it, because people always want to know the sauce. You know what I'm saying? What am I doing wrong? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is that? It's like, I learn from trial and error. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind giving some gems, some tips and tricks, but it's like, a lot of this stuff I could tell you, but you're not going to really understand it until you go through it. You get what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many people I've helped grow followings, and they let it fall to the side because they didn't realize how much pressure came with this shit. You get what I'm saying? Or how much fake love you get. And next thing you know, you go from top of the mountain jolly, you feel me, happy as hell, to Jack and Jill tumbling down the hill, because what the fuck is this?
Facts.
I had people hitting my line that I haven't talked to in years. like you just remembered I existed because...
As if y'all talked last week.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, same energy.
To this day, I can't tell you how many people I ain't talked to since high school that will tell you we're best friends. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, it comes with the territory.
It's beneficial for them to say
that. You get used to it. You get used to it. You know what I'm saying? But I think going back to the original question is like, I think I've come to learn it's not about friends or family. It's about work ethic. And it's about integrity, and it's about loyalty. Blood ain't got shit to do with this. Who are you as a person? How much are you willing to give up? How much time are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to do? Okay, you do it like me. I believe in you. Let's put some shit in it. You got what I got. Let's make this shit happen. It's no more about your potential. I don't give a fuck about your potential no more. That's the biggest. I don't care. What are you actually doing? Okay, cool. I can rock with that. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Word. And that's, I mean, shit. I'm going to just tell y'all to go ahead and subscribe, drop a like, comment down below. You know what I'm saying? And, damn, I appreciate you coming on here and dropping gems.
I got a few more. Me.
Oh, for sure. And I got a few more questions for you. Because we could really go. We good on time, Vic? Because we could really go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Love when a deep thinker sits down in the chair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my perspective, you talk about you had to D&D the phone because everybody wants the sauce. Everybody wants to know, how can I do this, or what am I doing wrong there, or what do you think about this? Trying to get thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
They say the game. Some people say the game should be told, not sold. Some people say the game should be sold, not told. What do you think?
I think the game should be sold to people who aren't going to do anything with it. I might as well get that benefit. You know what I'm saying? But to people who have an honest yearning and they want to win and that's what they're truly concerned about, nobody has to sell it to you or tell you shit. You can look at it yourself. I don't care who you look at. You can look at Lil Baby. You can look at T.I. You can look at Shawty Low. You can look at The Dream. I don't care. Kanye West. Look at whoever you want to. The story's always the same. The blueprint has always been right in our face. It's not very complicated. Are you willing to break through the matrix and look at reality for what it really is? You know what I'm saying? Now, once you break through and you do start having those moments of virality, then learn to network. You know what I'm saying? Learn to leverage your virality to get in some of the rooms with other people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got to tell you or sell you nothing. You just got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? And that's what most people lack. They want somebody to give them the recipe. They want somebody to tell them the step-by-step play out. They want to get the whole outline. It don't work like that. Study. Look at the game. Like you was talking about relatability. You know what I'm saying? I know Young Boy and Lil Baby and Rod Wave have this form of level of relatability to their fan base specifically. You get what I'm saying? I see that. They're not making the same type of music. They're not all coming from the same headspace, but they all have a relatability to their fan base.
Facts.
Okay, cool. Nobody had to tell me that. I just had to sit back and look at it for what it is. It's entertainment at the end of the day. So what makes entertainment entertaining?
Whether it resonates with you.
You know what I'm saying?
The movie might be fire for me, but you might hate it because it doesn't.
Exactly.
You don't see nothing
exactly.
in yourself.
So it's not about feeding the world.
Yeah.
It's about feeding your fan base.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. I got a perfect question for you. And you don't got to go to university to learn the game of life. All you got to do is live in it.
Facts.
Real spill. So we talk about cultivating your fan base, and I want to talk about the label vibes and your perspective on that. But, there's 2K. Like, you play 2K, you play Madden, whatever. Growing up, it was more Madden, right?
Facts.
For me, at least.
That's, to this day, it's still Madden.
Madden, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We got it downstairs, too. But whatever, it is what it is.
We'll talk about it.
But, you used to have a creative player. Now, 2K, you got your My Player. If 92 Legend had a My Fan, how would you describe them? What would their characteristics be? What does their life look like?
Damn, that's a deep-ass question. Damn. My fan would be a person who has a good heart. They have good intentions. They want to win in life. They just don't know how. You get what I'm saying? They're a black sheep. They stand out from the crowd. They don't really fit in. You get what I'm saying? But they have a vision of where they want to go in life. They just don't know how to get there. That's what I feel like my fan would be. You know what I'm saying? Someone who is ready to learn. Somebody who is ready to give it all they got. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's ready to put the work in. That would be the perfect person. You know what I'm saying? Gender aside, all nationality, sex, none of that matters. What's the heart? What's the mind? You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I rock with that. And if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you fit that profile, you should definitely go check out the records. Runway Girl, you feel me? And every other, you just dropped a project in 2024 as well. I want to talk about the music a little bit. We love on Cut Different. We love to talk about everything but the music. But talk about the music a little bit. What you got running right now? You know what I'm saying? And what's top of mind for you?
So right now, I just dropped. Cause I dropped the project. I dropped Pride 4. Pride. Those albums are just really a reflection of my life and what I'm going through right now. I just dropped Runway Model. It's out right now, but it's part of my deluxe. This album has really big. If people listen to it and they tune in, it's been a real big transition from heartbreak in setbacks and, trials and tribulations to the back end of the deluxe being the love.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's being embracing the future. It's now turning into life is good and I'm happy. And there's also another side of this.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? I've been known as maybe the sad boy for a real long time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to be in a place in life where the music is coming out happier and more positive. You know what I'm saying? So like you can hear it. You know what I'm saying? I've never been known for love songs, but some of my biggest records right now are either love songs or positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, proud of you. Hope you know I'm proud of you. They don't know what you go through. They don't know what you've been through. Hope you know I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy to be going to the place where the music is maybe more, maybe more lighthearted than it is sad.
Valid. Let me turn my phone off. I was trying to do like a dramatic look. My girl got like when my girl texts me, it doesn't matter what.
Oh yeah,
if I'm on D&D or whatever it comes to.
Gotta have that favorite list. Gotta have that favorite.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know about it.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
am I on your favorite list? Whatever.
Yeah.
That's deep though. So it sounds like if I'm seeing you for the first time, I can go on Apple Music, I can go on Spotify, I can go on your Instagram profile or any other social channel and find a piece of content that is probably going to speak to either a situation I'm in right now, something I've been through in the past, or something that I will go through, and you're preparing me for it by kind of laying the roadmap and the
1,000%. Yeah,
I rock with that.
Yeah. That's what I love to do, man. I just love to use the music like a commercial. I mean, like the content. I use the content as a commercial for the music. You know what I'm saying? This is my form of Doritos. This is my Walmart. This is my Subway commercial. You get what I'm saying? That's what the content is for me. So I don't got you, like we talked about earlier, I don't got your attention for very long. So while I do have it, hey, you with the broken heart, send this to your ex. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you that you just graduated, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you that just met the person you think you want to spend the rest of your life with. Send this to Bay. Send this to, let them know what's up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? There's something there for everybody.
I rock with it. And if you watch the interview all the way to this point, congratulations, because if you anything like me or Vic or anybody else in this room, you just learned something new. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it applies to your life. And if it doesn't, then it will at some point. Or you just got to dig deep to find it. What I want to know, 92 Legend, I mean, a lot of people have came and sat in this chair. And a lot of people have said a bunch of different shit and a lot of different experiences and talk about creative process. And they all got something unique about them. You know what I'm saying? Something that makes them cut different. So what I want to know from you, yo, what's going on? It's your boy Sebastian Ryder. Really appreciate y'all tuning into today's interview. Just wanted to take a quick second to shout out one of our partners, CapCut. If you're looking for a platform that's going to be easy to use and that's going to allow you to take long form content and chop it up into bite-sized clips, look no further than CapCut. It's truly got everything that you need to take a simple piece of content and make it exciting, more engaging, and drive more eyes to your brand or business. I hope that you gain as much value out of this platform as we do at Cut Different TV. Back to the interview. 92 Legend is, what would you say makes you cut different as an artist?
I think the biggest thing is I'm a visionary. I'm a Kanye, I'm a Drake, I'm a Birdman, I'm a DJ Khaled, whatever you want to think of as a mogul, Jay-Z, I'm one of those ones. I'm what you would call a big thinker. I dream big, I live big. I am going for, like I told you earlier, I want to be one of the best to ever do this game. When they talk about Mount Rushmore of music, content, this whole back end history of how this thing transitioned, I want to be the face. You get what I'm saying? So I don't feel like everybody wants that role. I don't think everybody wants to put in the amount of work it takes to be King of the Hill. Me, I don't just want to be King of the Hill. I want to be there for a while. You get what I'm saying? I want my light to shine bright for a moment because the world is full of darkness. You get what I'm saying? It's not too many people that's bringing the light to the forefront. You get what I'm saying? I want to be that beacon of hope, of happiness, of you don't got to cut people and backstab people and all of that to get the way you want to go. You get what I'm saying? I think you can still get there if you work hard. You might have to work harder than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's what I was made for. That's what cuts me different. This work ethic is like nobody else's.
Stamp. And for anybody that has anything to object, if anybody was like, Mount Rushmore, Who does this nigga think he is? What's your response to that?
I kind of feel like, once again, I hate to say it, like Kanye, man. Like, once I'm there, you just be like, "What if you never made it? I guess we'll never know."
I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know.
Real shit, man. Real shit. Well, I think that's a good point to end on. You know what I'm saying? And really appreciate you coming to join us. And what I want to give you an opportunity to do is, you know, your current fan base that's tuning in. Thank you for coming to Cut Different TV for the first time. If somebody is seeing you for the first time, or you want to speak to first time viewers and your fan base, what's one piece of game or something that you want to leave them with before we get out of here?
The biggest thing is, man, just believe in yourself. Stay consistent, but consistency doesn't mean that you can't learn. You know what I'm saying? Stay consistent and adapt and learn, and just at the end of the day, man, you get one life. So don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I don't care who you is or where you at in life. You got this. Everything you need, every ingredient to make a cake, God gave it to you the day you came out. You know what I'm saying? So just really think about that, resonate on that, and then when you wake up tomorrow, get at it.
92 Legend, man. Thank you for joining us on Cut Different TV.
Thank you for having me.
I go by the name of Sebastian Rotter, and they can find you everywhere, every platform at 92 Legend.
92 Legend. 92 Legend on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Legend of 1992, YouTube, 92 Legend, Facebook, 92 Legend. Twitch. Twitch is Real 92 Legend or The Real 92 Legend. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
type in 92 Legend. You're going to find them.
You're going to find 92legend.com. We'll just keep it simple. Go there. You'll get everything.
Valid. Well, appreciate you again, brother. Appreciate y'all for tuning into another episode of Cut Different TV. If you watched all the way to the end, man, and you got all this free game and all these jewels and you still ain't hit subscribe, don't even come back and watch the next episode. But if you here, go ahead and hit subscribe. Save yourself some trouble. Save them some FOMO. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what he said, the game is told, not sold. It's free.
Facts. But it can be sold to the people that ain't going to do shit with it.
Facts. Now, you feel me? Hey, he listening, chat.
So if you're going to do something with it, do something with it. Hit subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Love.